Yes, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to PPS Theory Sessions. We are continuing fourth unit, arrays and strings. We are done with array. We have seen how we can have single dimension or two-dimensional character array, which is happens to be string or multiple strings. So single dimensional character array can be represented as a string, single string, and multi-dimensional character array we can use to store multiple strings inside. After that, we had gone for a number of string operations, and we have seen how we can do those operations manually. If we want to write our code, then we have seen how we can write a code to find out length of a string, how we can copy one string to another variable or another string variable character array. Then we have seen how to compare two strings and so on. Number of operations we have seen. And just in a previous lecture, we had started looking at the string.h. So that's the header file, which actually consists of number of string operations inside. So we do have a library functions, a number of library functions already written in string.h file. So once we include that file, and then we can use those number of operations, functions to be specific, those string related functions we can use in our program. And the first function that we have already seen in previous lecture is the finding string length. So strlen is the string length function, which gives us the length of the string, or in other words, we can say it gives us the position of null character or the terminating character. Okay. And the example how we can use it. strlen, you pass in a string, and it is going to give you the length of that string, which will be the integer value. So on the left side of equals to sign, you need to have one variable where you can store that string length. And this example we have also used in the program, and we have seen that program also. Okay. So coming back to slides, let us go through few other operations, and then we will implement or we'll write those functions in a program, and we'll see how that can be done or how it can be used. So after strlen, the next string operation we want to see is the strcpy. Cpy indicates it's a copy function. So the syntax is you need to use strcpy function. It is not going to return anything, so nothing on the left side. Now it do require two string variables, string 1 and string 2. And what it will do is it is going to copy your string 2 into string 1. So the first one, okay, is the destination, and second one is the source. Remember, first one is the destination, second one is the source. So source string will be copied inside destination string. So if you have something in your string 1 and if you have MEFGI in string 2, then string 2 is going to be copied inside string 1. So string 1 will also be MEFGI. It is going to overwrite existing data inside string 1. String 1 के अंदर जो कुछ भी होगा वो overwrite हो जाएगा with the data of string 2. Okay, so it makes a copy. Now wherever it is required, अगर आपको ये करना है कि मान लो you have original string and you want to reverse that string, but you do not want to for example update the existing or the original string. रिवर्स करना है लेकिन ओरिजिनल स्ट्रिंग को नहीं, उसका जो रिवर्स स्ट्रिंग है उसे आप अलग वेरिएबल में स्टोर करना चाहते हो, राइट? सो that's how you can that's where you can use string copy. If you want to do few other operations, like let's say replacement operations or some other operations, you want to sort those characters or do anything, then you can make a copy and then you can go for any operations where you will be sure कि भाई आपका original data जो है वो lost नहीं होगा. Fine. So at those places you can use strcpy function. Now we'll see this in practice, but let us consider other operation which is related to string copy also, strncpy. So it's a string copy function, and similarly string copy, it has two string variables. String 2 data is going to be copied in string 1, but not entirely. Now here we pass a third parameter, which is going to be the number of characters we want to copy. Now, when you say, let's say, if you say, I want 10 characters to be copied from string 2 to string 1, लेकिन यहाँ पे दो केस बन जाते हैं कि भाई आपकी string 2 के अंदर 10 कैरेक्टर है या नहीं है. So, the case 1, if your string 2 length is greater than n, अगर आपके पास enough characters हैं, then you just copy those first n characters from string 2 to string 1. अगर second string के अंदर enough characters हैं जितने आपने बोले हैं, तो simply उतने characters copy करो string 1 के अंदर. That's a simple case. Now what if you do not have those many characters inside your string 2? अगर string 2 की length n से छोटी है, कम है, then what you do is you copy your entire second string into string 1. So जितने character हैं string 2 के अंदर उतने copy कर लो, and then the remaining all the characters will be the terminating character /0, which is the null character. Okay, so up to length 10 आप बाकी के सारे null character बना दोगे. So that is what strncpy is going to do that. So something in string 1, MEFGI in string 2, when you copy string 2 data to string 1, and if you use strncpy, where we say that we want to have 5 characters, तो string 2 के अंदर से 5 character copy हो जाएंगे string 1 के अंदर. Only 5 characters. You can go for 2 characters, 3 character, 4 character as per your requirement. Okay. So for example, you have some string data and you just want to extract few initials from that string. Then you can copy first 1 character, or let's say first 3 characters from that string to the other variable, which is indicating the initials, right? So that thing you can do here. So that's where you can use strncpy, number of characters we want to copy. Okay. Well, so these are the two functions related to copy. And now let us quickly go to our program and see how this works. Okay. So any doubt or question at this point? Now this is our program that we were working earlier. So let's do one thing. Let me comment this out also, because now we don't want to ask user to give any string here. Okay, your name is MEFGI and name 2 is university. So we have MEFGI and we have university, and we'll be working on these two strings now directly. We are not going to ask user to enter anything. Okay, and let me go down, and at this place let's also comment this out, because we don't want length now. What we'll do is we'll go for string copy functions, right? And first of all, we are going to have a look at strcpy function. Now, just to make you aware, let us print two strings here. Okay, name and name2, both I'm going to print here. So let's say name %s, then new line name2 %s, new line, and let us print name and name2. So before I copy, I'm going to print it, and we will print the same thing again after we are done with the copy, right? So before print, before copy and after copy. And how do we copy those things? So first one is the destination. So let's say I want name2 to be copied in name1 or simple name. So university will be copied inside name. तो एक बार मैं कॉपी कर लेता हूं तो बाद में ये दोनों स्ट्रिंग यूनिवर्सिटी हो जाएगी, आपको MEFGI नहीं दिखेगा after you copy. Let us have one more lesson at this place. Okay. So yeah, Manav is having one query related to strncpy. We'll look at that query once we go to strncpy example. Let us first run this one. Okay, so I print name and name2, then I copy name2 inside name1, and then again I print name and name2. So let us save and let's run this code now. Oh, some problem, I think. Let me save again and run it. Yeah, works. So you just look here. Earlier it was MEFGI and university. And once we copy, after that, both becomes university because name2 को name के अंदर हमने copy कर दिया. तो ये university जो है वो MEFGI को overwrite करेगा. MEFGI की जगह पे university आ जाएगा. And that's why once we copy it, we have both the strings equal, which is having university data. So this is strcpy. अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिखूँ, this is strcpy output. Okay. Now let us also see strncpy. Okay. Now there is no change. So in a syntax, I can copy this and paste it. Let us comment this out. strncpy, एक third parameter उसको चाहिए होगा. So how many characters we want to copy? Let's say I want to copy only 3 characters. So what it is going to do, name2 में से 3 character copy करके name के अंदर रख देगा. In any case, name is going to be overwritten. Name जो है वो in any case overwrite होगा ही होगा. अब उसके अंदर हम कितने characters डालते हैं, that depends on this function. Okay, I say 3 characters, so university में से U and I 3 character लेके name में डाल दो. So let us save this code and have a look at the output now. So earlier it was MEFGI and university. Okay, earlier it was MEFGI and university. Now when I go for strncpy, let me print it, strncpy. It takes 3 characters, U and I, and it overrides MEFGI, right? It overrides MEFGI. Now, here there is a difference. If you go for MinGW or Windows-based Turbo C compiler and all, then it is always going to let's say take first 3 characters and copy it. Yeah, let me again point it out. So there are enough characters in string 2. Let me again go back to slides. Focus here. If there are enough characters, case number 1, if there are enough characters, then you simply take those characters and overwrite your string 1. There are no changes in other characters. Remember, तो GI आउटपुट के अंदर MEF ओवरराइट हो गया with UNI. MEF की जगह पे UNI आ गया, लेकिन GI जैसे था वैसे ही है, because in string 2 there were enough characters. तो हमें और कुछ देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. You just copy n characters and paste it to string 1. बाकी के कैरेक्टर्स नल कैरेक्टर कब बनेंगे? When your string length is less than n. अगर सेकेंड स्ट्रिंग की लेंथ n से कम है, in that case only remaining characters will be null. Okay, so you have to be careful about this thing when you are manually trying to solve this process, or manually trying to find what will be the output for this code. Then be careful about these two cases. Fine. So now let's get back to the code, and let me have a look at Manav's query. Manav is asking, if we copy 2 characters from string 2 in string 1, have 5 characters, then what happened last? Well, that was the query. Manav, you have that output here. Manav was asking the same thing. अगर हम 2 ही कैरेक्टर कॉपी करते हैं from string 2, string 1 के अंदर 5 कैरेक्टर हैं, तो बाकी के 3 कैरेक्टर का क्या होगा? So now Manav is again asking, can we remove it? Well, you can remove those things if you want. What you can do is name of third character, name of index 3 आपको null करना होगा. Simple. Name is the destination. आपने 3 characters copy किए, so those 3 characters are going to be at index 0, 1 and 2. तो अब third index पे आप explicitly null character डाल दो. Okay, explicitly आप third character पे null character डाल दो. Then what happens is, जब %s को null character मिलेगा वो रुक जाएगा. So it is only going to print u and I. Let me run this code and show you now. Let me save again. Sometimes this code runner is not working properly with file save process. Okay, so as you can see now, हमने u and I 3 characters copy किए, and then explicitly I told that this is the end of my string. यहाँ पे मेरी string खत्म हो जानी चाहिए, and that's why पीछे GI नहीं दिख रहा आपको. Okay, so I think Mano, your query is solved now. Okay, Viraj is asking, can we copy all characters? Well, yes, you can. अगर all characters copy करने ही है, then why should we go for strncpy? We should only go for strcpy. Okay, अगर सारे के सारे characters copy करने ही है, then you should go for strcpy. n लेने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. Fine. Okay, so these are 2 different functions. अगर पूरी string copy करनी है, then go for strcpy. अगर selected initial characters copy करने हैं, then you can go for strncpy. So those are the string copy functions. Now let us have this thing before function name, because we always want to print these 2 strings first, and then we are going to do some operations. Okay, so that was string copy and string copy n characters. Next that we want to have a look at is the concatenation function, strcat, cat, concatenate, concat, or append, in other words. So it is going to append string 2 inside string 1. Remember, always your original string in string 1 is going to be updated. String 1 जो है वो खुद अपना डेटा चेंज करेगा, मतलब उसका डेटा अपडेट हो जाएगा. So the syntax is strcat, and then you pass in two strings where second string will be appended to the string 1. Now string 2 remains unchanged. String 2 जैसे है वैसे ही रहेगा, लेकिन string 1 अपडेट हो जाएगा. So if you have Marwadi in string 1, university in string 2, and you write strcat string 1 string 2, तो 1 के अंदर मारवाड़ी, उसके बाद append हो गया university, and string 2 remains as it is, there is no change. So that's strcat concat और append. Second string को first string के पीछे append कर दिया. Then just like strncpy, we have strncat also. Same syntax, function name, first string, second string, how many characters we want to append. So अगर आपके पास मारवाड़ी और यूनिवर्सिटी है एंड यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर से आप सिर्फ 3 कैरेक्टर्स अपेंड करते हो, then it is going to be Marwadi UNI. Okay, it has appended 3 characters only. So very simple, just append a string, or else you append a particular number of characters to the string. So we have 2 more functions related to appending process. If we quickly have a look at that process here, so let me comment this out, and we go for string concat or append. Just like this one, I'm going to have this as strcat, name 2 को name के अंदर append करूंगा. well, पूरा कॉपी नहीं हुआ, and this is cat. After cat, what is my name and name 1 and name 2? Okay, so this is strcat. Let us save and have a look at both answers now. If I run this, earlier MEFGI university, now it becomes MEFGI and university has been appended. So strcat here. Just like strcat, we can have strncat also. This is strncat. अगर मैं n रखता हूँ, then we should go for number of characters. Let's say 4 characters I want here. Sorry. So if we comment this out, then this is the strncat function. So from university UNIV 4 characters हम append करेंगे name के अंदर. So again, let me save and run. Yeah. So now we have MEFGI, and उसके बाद 4 characters हमने append किए UNIV. So that is strncat function. So we have seen strcpy, strncpy. Then we have seen strcat, strncat. 4 functions हमने देखे. Let's go for other functions now. Next is related to compare. What if you want to compare 2 strings? So we have strcmp. CMP stands for comparison. We want to compare 2 strings, string 1 and string 2. So it is going to compare those 2 strings, and it is going to return something. वो क्या रिटर्न करेगा ये देखते हैं. सो इट इज गोइंग टू कंपेयर स्ट्रिंग 1 एंड स्ट्रिंग 2. अगर स्ट्रिंग 1 और स्ट्रिंग 2 दोनों इक्वल है, look, we have already seen this thing. We cannot compare two strings directly. हमें कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर कंपेयर करना होगा अगर हम मैन्युअली कंपेयर करने जाते हैं. एंड दैट्स व्हाट दिस फंक्शन विल डू. इंटरनली strcmp जो फंक्शन है वो भी दो स्ट्रिंग्स को कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर कंपेयर करेगा. ओके, इट इज गोइंग टू कंपेयर दोज टू स्ट्रिंग्स कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर. पहले दो कैरेक्टर, देन सेकंड कैरेक्टर, थर्ड कैरेक्टर, फोर्थ कैरेक्टर एंड सो ऑन. अगर ये दोनों स्ट्रिंग उसको इक्वल मिलती है, देन इट रिटर्न्स जीरो. देन इट रिटर्न्स जीरो. अगर string 1 is greater than string 2, now remember, string 1 greater than string 2 doesn't mean that the length of string 1 is greater. अच्छे से ध्यान रखो यहाँ पे. string 1 greater than string 2 का मतलब ये नहीं है कि string 1 की लेंथ ज्यादा है. Now when we are comparing two strings, दोनों स्ट्रिंग्स को हम कंपेयर कर रहे हैं तो हम कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर जाते हैं. तो करस्पॉन्डिंग कैरेक्टर अगर दूसरी स्ट्रिंग के कैरेक्टर से बड़ा है, now how can you say greater character? The characters are always going to be considered as ASCII values inside a program, and ASCII values are integers. तो इंटीजर वैल्यू को आप ग्रेटर और लेसर कंपेयर कर सकते हो, राइट? 65 is less than 97, correct? 65 is less than 97. In other words, 97 is greater than 65. अब 97 जो है वो स्मॉल ए का आस्की वैल्यू है. 65 जो है वो कैपिटल ए की आस्की वैल्यू है. Is that so? Well, you have to remember it. 97 is the capital A and 65 is the small a. But now we can simply say capital A is greater than small a. Why? Because those two are having these two values, 65 and 95. 65 and 95 we can compare. So remember, string 1 greater than string 2 का मतलब ये है कि corresponding character string 1 के अंदर जो है वो string 2 के character से बड़ा है. If it is greater, then we will have some positive value. ये क्या रिटर्न करेगा? कुछ पॉजिटिव वैल्यू रिटर्न करेगा. एंड दैट इज एक्चुअली गोइंग टू बी द डिफरेंस ऑफ दोज कैरेक्टर्स. जो कैरेक्टर हैं वो दोनों कैरेक्टर की ASCII वैल्यू का डिफरेंस आपको रिटर्न करेगा. सो अगर नंबर 1 नंबर 2 से बड़ा है तो डिफरेंस पॉजिटिव रहेगा, एंड अगर नंबर 1 नंबर 2 से छोटा है तो आपको जो डिफरेंस मिलेगा वो नेगेटिव मिलेगा. 5 minus 3 is 2, right? Positive value. But 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So that is what the interpretation you can have from this two statements. अगर दोनों स्ट्रिंग इक्वल है, सारे के सारे कैरेक्टर्स इक्वल है तो डिफरेंस 0. अगर फर्स्ट स्ट्रिंग का कैरेक्टर बड़ा है तो डिफरेंस पॉजिटिव. अगर फर्स्ट स्ट्रिंग का कैरेक्टर छोटा है तो डिफरेंस नेगेटिव. And that difference is going to be returned when you compare two strings. So अगर आप compare करते हो strcmp THERE and THERE, अब ये दोनों string equal है, then it returns 0, difference 0 हो गया. But if you compare THEIR and THERE, so TT compare हो गया, equal है, it will go for the next character. H compare हो गया, no problem, equal है, it will go for the next character. E and E, ये भी compare हो गया, no problem there, go for the next character. Then it goes for I and R. right? It goes for comparing I and R. Now I is less than R, so there is negative output, and the difference between I and R character is 9. So it returns -9 here. Okay, so that's how strcmp works. It is going to compare two strings character by character, and then it is going to return the difference of characters which is not equal. अगर ऐसा कोई भी कैरेक्टर नहीं मिलता, then लास्ट में वो 0 रिटर्न कर देगा. Fine. Any doubt in this function, strcmp function? You have to understand this thing properly. strcmp, दो स्ट्रिंग को कंपेयर करो कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर्स. अगर दोनों स्ट्रिंग इक्वल है देन रिटर्न 0. अगर दोनों स्ट्रिंग इक्वल नहीं है तो जो भी कैरेक्टर मिसमैच हुआ उसका डिफरेंस रिटर्न करो. डिफरेंस पॉजिटिव हो सकता है या नेगेटिव हो सकता है, डिपेंड्स ऑन which character is greater. Fine. So that's strcmp. Now before we go on, there is one query from Yashraj related to strncat, I believe, concatenation or copy, whatever. Yashraj is asking, what if we want to copy last 3 characters? Well, strcpy, ncpy, cat, ncat, all these functions are working from front. अगर पीछे से आपको चाहिए, then you have to look at the documentation of header files, whether there are related functions available or not. As far as my knowledge is concerned, there are no functions like that. लेकिन उसके लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो, you can reverse your string and then you can copy first characters. So actual में वो last characters आ जाएंगे. Okay. So that will be the workaround, Yashraj. Reverse your string, then copy it. तो last 3 characters मिलेंगे. अब last 3 characters कौन से sequence में चाहिए, reverse sequence में या forward sequence में? Then again, what you need to do is reverse करो string को, उसकी एक copy बनाओ, copy को फिर से reverse करो, and then append कर दो. So a lengthier process, but we need to go for that. Okay, now coming back to compare. So strcmp is the function which is going to compare two strings. अब वो दोनों स्ट्रिंग को कंपेयर करेगा कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर. इक्वल है तो 0 रिटर्न करेगा, इक्वल नहीं है तो जो कैरेक्टर मिसमैच होता है उसका डिफरेंस रिटर्न करेगा. Now just like other functions, we have strncmp also. Let us have a look at this thing first. strncmp. So it is going to compare n characters. strncmp. So string 1 और string 2 को compare करो, not entire string but first n characters. So similar to strcpy, compare string 1 with string 2 but only first n characters. अगर equal है then it returns 0. So there, their, ये दोनों string equal नहीं है लेकिन उसके पहले 3 characters equal है, so it returns 0. Okay, so this is strncpy. Now when you are comparing two strings, it is case sensitive. Small a, capital A को वो अलग character मानेगा because दोनों की ASCII value different है. What if you want to go for case insensitive? आपको फर्क नहीं पड़ता कैपिटल लेटर है या स्मॉल लेटर है, आपको सिर्फ वर्ड पे ध्यान देना है. MEFGI कैपिटल लिखा हो या MEFGI स्मॉल लिखा हो, doesn't matter, it is MEFGI. And in that case, you can go for strcmpi. Now, strcmpi is Windows-based compilers, Turbo C or वहाँ पे आपको strcmp मिलेगा। यूनिक्स बेस्ड कंपाइलर्स जितने भी हैं, जीसीसी कंपाइलर एंड ऑल, वहाँ पे आपको str केस cmp मिलेगा फंक्शन। दिस इज वेयर यू फाइंड, जो मैं बोल रहा था, डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच कंपाइलर्स यू आर यूजिंग, कुछ फंक्शंस अलग होंगे। ओके, फाइन। सो इट डिपेंड्स। आप strcmp यूज करोगे तो आपको एरर मिलेगी अगर आप यूनिक्स बेस्ड लिनक्स बेस्ड कंपाइलर्स जीसीसी यूज कर रहे हो, क्योंकि जीसीसी के अंदर जो भी string.h फाइल है, हेडर फाइल है, that does not contain strcmp function. Instead of that, it has str case cmp function. So I've given both the examples here. Syntax is same, no change there. आपको दो strings as a parameter pass करनी है. Okay, and even the return type will be the same, similar to strcmp. Compare करेगा, ignoring the case, जहाँ पे भी character अलग मिलता है, it is going to return the difference there. Well, I believe THERE, this should not be 32, actually. This, uh, yeah, oh, sorry. Have a look at these functions. This is strcmp, okay? So when you compare normally, it is going to return 32 because of small h and capital H. There is a difference. But if you do use cmpi or cas compare, then it returns 0 because small h and capital H is not a different character if you ignore the case. Fine. So that's why we have this thing. Focus here. This is the normal comparison, and this is the ignoring case comparison. So we have seen strcmp, strncmp, strcmpi, or str case compare functions. So let's have a look at one or two functions here. Rest I'll leave up to you. You can always try it out. So for example, we go for string compare. String compare functions. And we want to compare name and name too. So we will be using strcmp right now. And we will pass two strings. First one is name, second one is name too. Now obviously these two are not equal. एक के अंदर MEFGI है, दूसरे के अंदर यूनिवर्सिटी है. So these two are not equal. वो पहले कैरेक्टर से ही इनइक्वल डिफाइन हो जाएंगे. M and U not equal. So M और U का डिफरेंस हमें रिटर्न मिलेगा. It is going to return difference of M and U. Now you can always have integer some difference d equals to करके आप कोई भी वेरिएबल के अंदर वो वैल्यू स्टोर कर सकते हो. But as long as it is a string value, I can directly print it. अगर मुझे ये वेरिएबल नहीं चाहिए, then I can simply print that thing. See how I'm writing that thing. I'm going to print difference, and that difference is going to be the integer value, so percentage d. Now what we do is, after this comma, we write some number or the variable which is going to be printed at this place. ये number हमें चाहिए. अब वो number ये function हमें return में देगा. So what I'll do is, I will place this function, I'll place this function at this place. यहाँ पे मैंने direct function दे दिया. This is also okay. परसेंटेज डी को एक नंबर चाहिए और वो नंबर strcmp फंक्शन दे देगा. सो यू कैन राइट लाइक दिस वे ऑल्सो. एट दिस प्लेस printf के अंदर जहां पे आप वेरिएबल पास करते हो, वहां पे आप एक्सप्रेशन भी लिख सकते हो, तो वहां से आप फंक्शन भी कॉल कर सकते हो। इट इज जस्ट अ थिंग दैट ये जो भी आपने लिखा है इसका फाइनल रिजल्ट एक इंटीजर नंबर होना चाहिए। इफ इट इज, देन देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम। So this will work, and this is strcmp. Okay, save. So let's run this thing once and see what happens. So we have MEFGI, and then we have university, and it gives us a difference -8 because M is less than U. So negative difference mila, and the difference between M and U is 8 characters. So we have this difference. Now अब आप क्या कर सकते हो, you can use this thing inside your if. अगर आपको एक्चुअल में मैसेज ही चाहिए whether strings are equal or not, then what you can do is you can go for this thing strcmp if के अंदर लिखो, and यहाँ पे आप कंपेयर करोगे if that is 0, then you can print a message strings are equal. Okay, you can simply print a message strings are equal. Let me have a few slices here so that output will be proper. And in the else part, you can simply say that strings are not equal. Right? So we can compare, and if difference is 0, strings are equal, otherwise strings are not equal. And if I save this code now and run, then it is going to give me difference -8, and it will also print that message strings are not equal. So depending on the returning value, you can have your decision if else part, and you can do whatever you want later. So that is strcmp. You can try strncmp, and you can try strcmpi or str case compare. So ये मैं आप पे छोड़ता हूँ, आप खुद वो प्रैक्टिस कर लो एक बार. I want to complete this unit right now so that I can upload this PPT, and you can practice it. You can also read this PPT for your mid one, right? Okay, so let us see other functions now. We have seen strncmp also. Then there is strchr, string character. strchr. So within a string, whether you have this character or not, आपको ये check करना है. strchr function will check whether character 1 is there inside your string or not. अगर वो character आपकी string के अंदर है, if it is there inside your string, then it returns a pointer to that occurrence, first occurrence of that character inside your string. Pointer मतलब something, आप ये सोचो कि आपका current pointer वहां पे पहुंच गया. So let's say your string is मारवाड़ी space university, और इसके अंदर अगर आप कैपिटल U सर्च करने जाते हो, then your pointer will be at this place because यहाँ पे आपके पास कैपिटल U है. Now then, okay, then if you try to print that out, the result, whatever result you have, अगर आप उसको print करने जाते हो, then it is going to print this much string only, क्योंकि आपका पॉइंटर जहां पे भी है वहां से आप वो स्ट्रिंग को प्रिंट करोगे तो अप टू /n लास्ट तक जाएगा, एंड इट विल प्रिंट यूनिवर्सिटी हियर बिकॉज आपने यू सर्च किया. अगर आपने डब्ल्यू सर्च किया होता, स्मॉल डब्ल्यू, तो वो क्या प्रिंट करता, वाड़ी स्पेस यूनिवर्सिटी, क्योंकि देन वो पॉइंटर यहाँ पे होता. राइट? सो it is going to return a pointer to the first occurrence of the given character. And if you print it, तो print हो जाएगा. If you copy it, तो वो copy हो जाएगा. Listen, it is not going to return entire string, it is returning a pointer. Okay? So अगर आपको ये यूनिवर्सिटी एक्सट्रैक्ट करके दूसरे वेरिएबल में चाहिए तो आप यूनिवर्सिटी को कॉपी कर सकते हो, डायरेक्ट असाइन नहीं कर सकते. You should remember that thing. Okay, so right now we will only see printing processes because we are not much familiar with pointers right now. ये जो है वो पॉइंटर रिटर्न करता है, लेकिन पॉइंटर एग्जैक्टली क्या है हमें नहीं पता. सो विल नॉट गो इन डेप्थ राइट नाउ. आपको पॉइंटर्स ज़्यादा समझ में आ जाएगा व्हेन वी गो फॉर द पॉइंटर्स. वी डू हैव अ पॉइंटर्स चैप्टर and we'll see it later. Okay, so if that character is available inside your string, तो first occurrence का pointer return होगा. अगर वो character नहीं है आपकी string में, then it returns null pointer. Okay, so that is strchr, whether that character is there inside your string or not. Now similarly, there are few functions which gives you a functionality to search that character from the end. So strrchr, find a character in your string but from reverse position, right? From the reverse position. So it is similar to the strchr function. The only difference is it returns the string in reverse order. It returns the string in रिवर्स ऑर्डर, मतलब लास्ट अकरेंस जो है उसका पॉइंटर आपको देगा. रिवर्स ऑर्डर, अगर पीछे से आप सर्च करते हो तो लास्ट अकरेंस जो भी है उसका पॉइंटर आपको मिलेगा. सो द एग्जांपल, लुक एट द एग्जांपल हियर. इनसाइड योर मारवाड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी इफ यू वांट टू सर्च ए, तो ए आपको 2 बार मिलेगा. इफ यू यूज नॉर्मल strchr तो वो यहां से रिटर्न करेगा. But if you use strrchr, then it goes from the last occurrence. And that's the result, ADI University. Okay, so it is a pointer to the last occurrence of given character. Search your character from the reverse place. Or in other words, it's the last character. So that's strrchr. There is strstr also. अब यहाँ पे हम कैरेक्टर को सर्च नहीं कर रहे हैं, अब यहाँ पे हम पूरी स्ट्रिंग को सर्च करेंगे. सो दूसरा पैरामीटर जो है, इट इज गोइंग टू बी द स्ट्रिंग नाउ, नॉट अ कैरेक्टर. मुझे एक सिंगल कैरेक्टर सर्च नहीं करना है, मुझे एक पूरी स्ट्रिंग सर्च करनी है. देन आई कैन गो फॉर strstr. इट इज सिमिलर टू strchr. chr कैरेक्टर, यहाँ पे दूसरा str आ गया तो स्ट्रिंग. CHR के अंदर कैरेक्टर सर्च करते थे, यहाँ पे हम पूरी स्ट्रिंग को सर्च करेंगे. And it returns the pointer to the first occurrence of the second string. अगर नहीं मिला तो null. Right? So अगर मारवाड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी आपकी ओरिजिनल स्ट्रिंग है, उसके अंदर आपको UNI सर्च करना है. So from string 1, if you want to search UNI, तो जहाँ पे भी इसको UNI मिलेगा, at this place you have UNI, so it is going to return the pointer to this substring, और यहाँ से एंड तक को वो प्रिंट कर देगा एंटायर यूनिवर्सिटी. str. So these were the few functions. Let us quickly have a look at strchr and strstr function so that we can complete this. So in this entire unit, we had gone for basic array, one-dimensional and two-dimensional array, how to declare and initialize those arrays. And later we had gone for strings, how strings are stored inside the memory, and built-in functions. Yeah. So let us quickly have a look at two more functions and then we'll conclude this session. And I'll also upload this entire string file. I'll also upload result file, I promised, and I'll upload this PPT today. Okay. So first, let me comment this out, and we are going for searching a character inside string. So that is actually strchr function. Okay. So what I want is I'm going to print a string. So this is strchr, and returning string is %s. अब वो कहाँ से मिलेगा? So we are going to use strchr function here. Now let's say name 2 के अंदर मुझे सर्च करना है. Now what is name 2? Name 2 is university. Okay, university. Let us search v, small v. So as a second parameter, I will pass a simple v as a character. Look, whenever you write character, वो single quote में लिखना पड़ेगा. So you have to write it in a single quote, and this is what the code is. Let me save and let's run it. So name 2 is university. उसके अंदर जब मैं v search करता हूँ तो मुझे return में मिलता है varsity only. Okay. अगर आप यहाँ पे x search करते हो, if you search x here, then it is going to return null. Okay, as you can see, it returns null here. Fine. So that is strchr. Now similarly, you can also search entire string if you want. So searching a string inside a string, str function. Okay, and then the resulting string will be based on str. और यहाँ पे second parameter I want to pass in as a string, तो double quote में pass करूँगा. And let us search ver. I'm going to search ver. Then it is going to give me the same output, varsity, because I'm searching ver and it is available at ver, this place. So returns varsity. Let me run and then you'll have the effect. Again, let us save and then run. So we have varsity here. So that search is a string. Instead of ver, if I give si, अगर मैं सिर्फ si search करता हूँ, then it returns sity. Okay, it returns sity. So that's how you can search it. Remember, this second parameter need not to be a constant string always. आप यहाँ पे string variable भी लिख सकते हो. यहाँ पे आप अलग variable भी दे सकते हो if you want. It is just a parameter. Okay. Before we conclude, Manav is asking, if we have 3a and we want a which is between the other two, what we need to do? Well, these are the specific cases, and in that case you have to implement your own code. ठीक है? अब हर कोई केस तो हमें तैयार नहीं मिलेगा. अगर ऐसा है, अगर सब कुछ मिल जाता है, then this entire bundle of your language will become a very large. So C जो है वो basic intermediate type की language है, हम बोल सकते हैं middle level language और high level language. So it gives you a few functionalities inbuilt, but it does not give you everything. कुछ तो ऐसा होगा जो हमें करना होगा. Now if you want to go for that, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो? You have a string, you have a character. आप ये character string के अंदर सर्च करने जाओगे तो 1 by 1 कैरेक्टर्स कंपेयर करोगे. स्ट्रिंग का पहला कैरेक्टर गिवन कैरेक्टर से कंपेयर करो, देन दूसरा कैरेक्टर कंपेयर करो, तीसरा कैरेक्टर कंपेयर करो एंड सो ऑन. जहां पे भी आपको ये कैरेक्टर इक्वल मिलता है, यू विल से वी फाउंड इट. देन यू डिसाइड आपको कौन सा अकरेंस चाहिए. फर्स्ट अकरेंस चाहिए तो जब पहली बार मिलता है, काम खत्म. अगर आपको दूसरा अकरेंस चाहिए तो आपको एक काउंटर लेना होगा. जैसे ही आपको दोनों कैरेक्टर मैच हो जाते हैं, आप काउंटर प्लस प्लस करोगे, CNT प्लस प्लस. And when your counter reach up to the required occurrence, तब आपकी process खत्म होगी. So that's the logic. You have to go for it manually. Okay. So, well, that's all from my side today, and we complete this 4th unit also. You try it out, मानो अगर आपको second या 4th occurrence कुछ इस तरह से चाहिए, then you can try it out. You can write your code, and if you feel any difficulty, you can send me that call via mail. I'll reply it. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you for being part of this session here, and see you in the next lecture.